Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing I haven't thought of a name for it yet, but obviously I will put a title on it. It's kind of a futuristic, very out there, very colourful makeup. For this tutorial I am only going to be using the Urban Decay Electric Palette for the eyeshadows, and I've also already done a review on this one. I did consider putting on false lashes for this look, but I think because there was so much going on, I had paper lashes and they were a little bit girly, and this is kind of, I mean, it was intended to be girly at first, and it kind of went a little bit edgy. So that's kind of the look I went for today. So if you want to find out how to get this look, guys, keep watching. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm using, as usual, Urban Decay's Potion Primer. And I'm just going to get a bit of this on my finger and rub it into my eyelids. Next thing I'm going to do is taking Urban Decay's Electric Palette. First colour I'm going to take is Savage, which is the very hot pink colour here. And taking a flathead brush like this one here, I'm going to apply this to my eyelid, not into the very corner, but just into the first kind of section to the middle, keeping below the crease line. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my cut crease. So to do this, I'm going to be taking an angled brush just like this one here, and I'm going to be taking the very bottom colour here called Chaos, and I'm just going to use this to create my cut crease before I do anything else. I'm going to start sketching a line just above my crease. I'm going to flick it out into a point. What you can do if you're not too good at making kind of clean lines is I recommend wetting the brush slightly before and just making it a little bit damper. It tends to create more fluid and straight lines. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to fill in the rest of the gap that we have here. So the colour I'm going to be using for that is I'm going to fill it in with this colour called Urban here, the really dark purple. And again, I think I'm going to go back to my flathead brush and just use the other side. And just fill in the rest of the eye with that. Okay, so the next thing I did is I went back through and I cleaned up my blue lines here by doing what I said before and wetting the brush, just to create a sharper, more fluid line. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the inner corner of my eye. Okay, so the colour I'm going to be filling my inner eye with is the colour called Fresh here, the greeny yellow colour. I'm going to take a round head brush and I'm just going to apply some on the end of that and apply this to the inner corner of my eye. Do is I'm going to take my angle brush again, and it's still damp, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some on the end, the same Chaos colour that I used, and join the line of the flick into the corner of my eye, just so it's all connected, and then I'm going to blend it all out. What I've done here is I've just filled it in as well, and then I'm going to start the blending process. So I'm going to take a slightly denser blending brush, a MAC, which is the 217 blending brush. I'm going to get a little bit of the blue colour on the end, just a tiny bit, and I'm going to start blending this in with the purple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my angle brush again and take the same blue, and I'm going to run this underneath just where my lower lash line is, and I'm going to create a kind of a parallel line to the one above it. And I'm also going to join it up to the flick coming out here. Okay, so once you've got all those lines mapped out, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a silver eyeliner by MAC, and I'm going to line my waterline with this. I'm going to do to kind of stick with the silver theme is I'm going to go back into my Urban Decay Electric Palette, and I'm going to go with the colour Revolt here, the silver colour, and this is going to be my highlight on my brow bone. So next we're going to go on to eyebrows. I'm going to keep it pretty simple for the eyebrows because I think everything else is rather in your face. So I'm just going to go in with my plain brown pencil and I'm just going to fill it in with small strokes. I'm going to do is the lashes. For this I'm going to be using Extreme Curl by Makeup Academy. Now this was literally, I paid like £2 for this and it lengthens my lashes so well. I have the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, it's good for volume. However, I don't think the length on it is that great, whereas this, the length is perfect. So that's what I'm going to be using. Do now that I finished with that mascara is I am going to go in with the Perversion Mascara just to give it that bit more volume. Okay, so the final thing to do with this look is the lips. So I'm using a Version B colour look, which comes in an array of like really lovely colours. So I think for this, I think we're just going to go all out with it, and I think I'm going to go with kind of a deep purple like this one here. Okay, so I'm just going to use a lip brush and I'm going to pack the colour on, and then I'm just going to apply this to my lips. The final thing you want to do is you just want to set this all in place. So I'm going to be using the Makeup Academy Pro Base, and I'm just going to do like 2 to 3 pumps of this on my face just to set everything. Once you've done that, you are finished. So if you want to see a review of the electric palette, then I will leave a link down in the description below, as will my Facebook page and my Instagram. Feel free to request any kind of video or look you want done, and I'll try and get them done as quickly as possible. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.